Okay, Bo, go fart in your toaster, and then you can't talk to it anymore.
Ash and Zach are super smart. They went to college and learned a bunch of stuff. And Bo and Andrew didn't go to college and were able to sidestep mountains of unnecessary debt. What happens when you put them together and you try to make them learn? Well, grab your friends. Let's listen together on Get Dumped On, an Info Dump podcast.
Barnaby's purring on my lap right now.
Barnaby, is your window closed? Is the window closed?
Yes. I don't know why I said it like that.
Yes.
I'm going to leave that in there.
Yes.
I'm leaving that in. Get Dumped On. Welcome to podcast.
I'm sorry?
Four Friends podcast. I don't know what's happening. Welcome to Get Dumped On, the Infodump podcast. Or as some would say, an Infodump podcast. I don't say that anymore, though. I've been changed.
You just changed the name of our podcast.
Yeah. Well, technically, Zach did. Zach started that.
We're not the only one, though. There are other Infodump podcasts. We're just
The
an
only
They all
Infodump
suck.
podcast.
Infodump podcast that
We're the
fucking
best
matters.
Infodump podcast.
Okay. All right.
Welcome
We have
to
the
Get
most
Dumped On.
episodes out of all the Infodump podcasts. Because if you Google
True.
Infodump podcast, you end up getting like a bunch of people who started their podcast and then like quit doing it after 3 months.
Yeah.
Whereas we don't know
Johnny
when to
Shitty
quit.
podcaster over here. He's like, oh, I'm done. I've dumped all my info. I have nothing left. Yeah, guess what? We're never going to run out.
Yeah.
Because we have friends.
An endless stream of dumps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, welcome to Get Dumped On, the Infodump podcast.
Hi.
Podcast where four friends get together and do info dumps into your
You bet
ears.
it. You betcha.
Today is our, what do we call these? The fives, I guess? It's become somehow...
Whether on the fives.
Yeah, it's somehow become a reoccurring theme here on the podcast where every fifth episode we do a, what's that called?
A fiver.
A fiver.
I've got a five.
Hey everyone, welcome to 5 on 5s, the Infodump podcast, where we do buck wild philosophy questions every 5 episodes on the 5. Well, every 10 episodes on the 5. So fuck it, stop it. I didn't do it right. Rewind. We're starting over.
Talk backwards. Talk backwards. This one's already got off the rails a little bit, but that's okay.
That's the only way we know how to do it, baby.
Because the premise of this episode is off the rails.
Yeah, so we're going to do another Buck Wild philosophy question, but we have a little special twist for you. But before I get to that special twist, I'd like to introduce to you the other hosts. My name is Andrew. That's Bo.
Hey, I'm Bo.
That's Ash.
Hey, I'm Bo.
And that's Zach.
Hey, I'm Bo.
There's a lot of Bo's here today. So today, as normally we prepare our questions in our own time. But today we're doing something a little bit
That was
different.
a weird pause.
I don't know what happened. My brain is very not working.
I got scared and I thought
You were going to be like,
you.
and your time is up. And then you're going to like appear behind me with a machete or
Oh,
something.
shit.
Oh my god.
I'll save that for next time.
Oh my god.
This time we're doing something special. Instead of preparing our questions ahead of time, we're going to let ChatGPT write the questions for us.
Just like college essays.
Yeah, just like everyone who's doing work around the world, we're also going to,
It's true.
Do
I'm
that.
doing it right now.
yeah. So I'm going to let
Don't do
ChatGPT do mine live. Apparently Ash has a bunch that they already scoured. ChatGPT.
I have a bunch. I asked ChatGPT a bunch of questions. It was great. We had a
Did you
good
know
time.
that in French, if you say chat GPT, it's basically saying chat GPT, which means cat I farted.
So let's get into some farting cat questions.
Since you already have yours ready, why don't you go and start us off?
Okay, yeah, I can do that. I have so many. So I started just by asking it, give me some buck wild philosophy questions. Like the premise of it, I wanted to know what it would say.
I typed in that exact same thing, so I'm curious if it gave us different questions.
Oh, interesting.
I'm typing it in right now.
I got
So-
I got no results for mine, but I'm using Bard. That's what I'm using Gemini.
Oh, gross.
Oh,
Ugh.
I love Gemini.
I think that different AI programs would be interesting too. There's a program called Notion that's for like note taking, and it has an AI feature. I wonder if that one would give different questions as well. So the first one that it gave me was, if animals could talk, which would be the rudest?
Probably geese.
Oh yeah, that's a good answer.
Canadian geese. Yeah, they did
Yeah.
accents.
Chihuahuas.
Gooses.
Yeah.
But they'd be more yippy. Hey, man.
I don't know.
Get off my property,
Would they be
man. Hey, man.
rude or would they just be annoying?
I don't know. Every Chihuahua I've ever been around has been rude.
Do you ever meet a short guy who has big man complex? That's a Chihuahua.
Yeah, but they're not
Hey,
rude.
bro, you
They're
want to
just-
go? And he's like,
they're
4
just
foot.
annoying.
He's like, hey, bro, you fight, and you're just like towering over him, and you pick him up and you put him in a high chair. That's what a Chihuahua is.
He's
That's
like,
how I
hey, man,
imagine
I
it.
just got out of my truck.
I think there's definitely a few different kinds of birds that I think would qualify for rudest, because a grackle or a starling is very rude. A blue jay is very, very rude bird. I feel like
Why?
a goose.
You explain yourself, sir.
A goose.
They
isn't
chase
really
off other
rude.
birds.
Geese are aggressive, but I wouldn't say that they're rude. Well, meanwhile, blue jays are always screaming, and they're bullying other birds away from the bird feeders.
I mean, when you say they're screaming, they're just talking.
well, yeah, but they're just going. Meh.
No, they're like, ah, fuck.
They
I'm
are
trying
loud.
to think which bird I think would probably be the rudest. I mean, a lot of parrots can just be rude in human language because they know how to speak English.
I'm trying to think of like every animal that I know, and it's very limited right now for some reason.
Right?
Dog,
This always
Cat.
happens.
bird,
A lot of cats would be rude.
cats. Yeah, they would. They
no,
would.
I don't think. I don't think rude. Just like
Judgmental?
Aloof.
Fine, whatever.
Mhm.
Sassy,
Yeah,
like a
Oh.
teenager.
you like ask your cat, "Do I look good in this?" And the cat will be like, "No."
I'm like, I don't know.
Does this house really look
Oh.
fat?
A
Yeah.
squirrel. Oh, squirrels would be such a dick.
What do you mean?
Oh, absolutely. A squirrel would be a dick.
I disagree. I
They
think
would be-
squirrels are cute, and all they're doing is looking for nuts, and they're like little cute little guys.
They're getting into everything. They think that everything is theirs. They're chewing it all up. They get into your house
So
and
does
make
Bo, am I
nests out of
right?
your stored cardboard boxes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, don't let Bo in your house. He'll eat all your boxes.
I won't leave. I won't.
he'll burrow in the walls.
Now it's important for me to say that I do enjoy the presence of all of these animals, regardless of whether or not they're rude.
Oh, mosquito.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
See, but are mosquitoes rude? Like, they're just doing what they're doing.
Yeah,
It's not
they're
their
stealing
fault
our blood.
that they make you itchy.
Yeah.
If they can speak English in this scenario, then they would understand what they're doing, and they would still do it.
Okay, in that scenario, that is quite rude. Don't take my blood.
I hate
And
them.
also, you make me itchy, and I don't like it.
Yeah, and they're like, whatever, buzz, buzz, buzz. Like, no,
I'm
yeah, that's rude.
curious, Andrew, are you also affected by mosquito bites terribly? Like, do
Like-
mosquitoes target you?
Oh yeah, I'm fucking delicious, dog.
And when you get mosquito bites, do they always get like really mad?
Yeah, I have scars all over my legs.
Okay, yeah, me too. I wonder what is it about our blood that makes mosquitoes
We're
love
fucking
us.
delicious.
Well, so tasty.
And like, I cannot touch them, and they'll just be gigantic and awful and red.
it's-
Yeah,
It's really nice when we're outside together because, like,
It's awful. It's
you
terrible.
get targeted by all the mosquitoes, and like,
Ash is just a magnet, and Zach is just
Yeah.
walking free. He's like naked, and he's like, "Oh, this feels
This is
amazing."
great.
And Ash just
I'm like, we've been out here for 5 minutes, and I have 10 mosquito bites.
Ash is wearing every piece of clothing with just like a hint of skin available, and they're just and Zach is like, "What
My
a great day!" And you're
eyes!
like,
My
"Ah,
eyes! Yeah, terrible. So yeah, that was the first question.
okay."
Couple bad ones. This one I thought was interesting. If you could only eat one color of food for the rest of your life, what color of food would you choose?
That's a good question.
brown.
Brown. Yeah, I think most good things are brown, whether it's like a light brown, dark brown, a good brown.
And the thing about eating only brown foods is that you'll die faster, so you won't have to deal with it as long.
yeah. Greens can go to hell.
Ask any British person. A plate of brown does you good. I've heard that many times
Mhm.
because all English food is
You
brown.
could never eat a fruit again.
Unless it's like a pear.
No fruits, no vegetables. I guess sometimes eggplant can be brown.
Pears are brown.
But if you just like caramelize everything, you know, like does that count as
Ooh,
brown food?
caramelized onions.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
It has to be
I think
brown in
I think
origin.
You just have to.
I think you have to eat the caramel.
Well,
do you
caramel
think?
isn't
Do you
caramel.
think
I know,
caramelizing
yeah.
means put caramel on stuff? Because it
No,
doesn't.
no, I know. Just stop.
Just let him have it. Just let him have it.
Okay.
Just go with the joke like that. Oh, only caramel. Like,
I mean, I feel like most
Get
people
it.
would probably say green, right?
why? You want to eat fucking celery the rest of your day?
Just so you don't die of a heart attack in 5 years.
I'd rather just die from a heart attack for 5 years. I'd rather
So
live
true, man.
I'd rather live happy eating brown than die than live long eating green,
Eating green.
being miserable.
Eaten brown.
I'm gonna write that on your tombstone. with a Sharpie.
He lived like he wanted to, eating brown.
Oh, my daily dose of brown. All right, brown food.
Is this what they were talking about?
Ooh, brown.
Is this what they were talking about in all those end title cards to Always Sunny?
No.
You know? You ever listen
No.
to an
No.
Always Sunny episode all the way to the
No
end?
idea.
They've got that reverse
the
message
little-
on
the
their little
backwards
vanity
thing.
card right at the end.
Don't they just say nonsense?
It's always saying something about brown. It's a different thing every season. And there was like make it brown or called Brown Town or something like that. Is it brown? Is it brown? Is it brown?
So
Make
Always
it
Sunny
brown.
agrees that it's Browntown or downtown. Nope. I tried to think of a rhyme and it didn't work.
No, don't like that.
Next stop, Brown Town in season 5.
Okay, let's move on.
If you could have a theme song play every time you entered a room, what would you want your theme song to be?
Oh, it's always the Hall & Note song. You make my dreams come true.
It's a
Oh,
long
that's a good
song.
one.
You want
That's
them to play every single time?
You're not playing the whole song. You play like the
Are
first, like,
you
30
not
seconds.
playing the whole song?
Well, no, because that's annoying for everyone.
Well, the beginning of that song is very good, though.
When I was in college, I got a T-shirt with a speaker on it that I did for exactly this.
You
I believe
were you the guy who had like the scrolling thing belt buckle or hat, where you had like words going across it, and you could put whatever you wanted on
No,
there?
I just had a T-shirt with a speaker on it, and it had like a little. It had a little box, like a little control box that would fit in like a pocket that was sewn into the inside of the shirt. They would have to put the batteries in and like an SD card because it was before micro SD cards were a thing. And I put like I would walk down the street while playing Superstition, and people would be like, "That guy's a fucking weirdo," and I'd be like, "Hell yeah!"
Ash, you married that.
He's proud, and he's proud of that too.
I had the like DVD menu music from Sin City. It was good walking music.
What?
People
Not
change.
like regular music. You got a DVD menu music playing while you're let.
See, this is why other people's podcasts don't continue.
What is happening?
They don't have Zach. That's the
Just
problem.
regular music.
Drop
It's
some
just some
Zach
fucking
lore.
like essentially the elevator music of movies. You threw it in.
Hey, it was pretty good. It was an
Oh my
instrumental of like a real song.
Holy
So
shit.
like it works.
Mine would get past the Zach lore because we can go on for days, and I won't stop talking about it. Mine would be Stone Cold's theme song. Every time I open the door, you hear the glass shatter.
You hear glass breaking and it
Yeah.
scares everyone.
Yeah, and they're like, "Fuck, Bo's here."
You walk in with a vest.
And I'm all just fucking.
You have a bald cap on for some reason.
And I just keep hand signaling people who I'm walking
You're
towards.
just
Like, we
flipping
don't have
people
beer.
off.
We don't have beer, Bo. No, just give me
You're
the
just
beer.
asking people to throw you beer.
I'm drunk 24/7. I'm going to work. Like, fuck, he's here again.
You walk into like, I don't know, a Whole Foods. You're like, if you got groceries in here, give me a hell yeah. They're like, get the fuck out of here.
I'll take one spinach. I'll take two. Just keep killing all different food items I want.
Okay, so you're just becoming a wrestler in this scenario, and I love it.
Yep.
I'm all about it. Ash, what about you?
I don't know. I don't think I want a theme song. Pass.
Okay.
What
I
was
would just
the-
hate. I would just start to hate it. You know.
I also had the one of those tracks
God.
from The Matrix on it.
Dennis
what was it?
Dugan.
The one that goes doon 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 doon. Clubbed to
So you-
death.
Okay. You're walking down the street
Yeah.
in Connecticut.
No, this is in Pennsylvania.
You're even worse somehow. You're
I was in
walking
college.
You're walking down the street in Pennsylvania. I assume next to a bunch of Amish.
Who says Amish?
A bunch of Amish.
Who walks down the street with a speaker on their chest in a t-shirt?
To be fair, I was in college. I was walking across campus.
I feel like you would do it now. Don't use college as an excuse.
Did you? Okay, was
You
there?
find
I
that-
need
No,
to know.
now I don't
Yeah,
want
so-
people to pay. Now I'm at the point in my life where I don't want anyone to pay attention to me. I don't want anyone to notice me ever.
That's also why I don't want a theme song, because it's like, what if you're late to something and then like
Oh yeah,
all of a
trying
sudden
to
there's
sneak into a
glass
work
breaking and
meeting.
it's Stone Cold Steve Austin.
they're like, oh, where's Ash? They're like, oh, they might be in the bathroom. Like, and then you like hear your music as you're fucking crawling into the office.
Oh, what about the eyewitness theme? Do 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 do.
Oh,
Do-do-do-do.
that's actually a
Do-
great answer.
Do do
Du- 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 du.
Actually, I have a couple of really good, like the X-Files theme song would be fun.
Oh, that'd be good too.
Yeah, or the Seinfeld bass line. So every time you open a door, it's like you're Kramer.
I was thinking that theme song from True Romance that was used in other movies too. That was written by actually Hans Zimmer. He goes like, because it's just like happy, you know? Even though True Romance is a very sad movie.
Okay, but what if you're going into a funeral?
Oh, that'd make everyone feel better.
Can I switch it for the settings? Because like if I'm going to a funeral, can I switch mine to the Undertaker?
Like if you can switch it, I'm all about it, and I'm switching up my theme song all the time.
Yeah, if we could have, okay. Now we just have T-shirts with speakers on them. I'm on the speaker train now. This is what's happening.
It's just Discord soundboards
Yeah, of our
on a
lives.
speaker.
You know what? Ricky Martin, "Living the Vida Loca." That's my answer. Because I heard that song. I put it on a playlist that I listened to, and I was driving today, and it came on.
And when it comes on, it slaps every time.
It came on. The windows went down, and I turned it up to a fucking 11.
I have it on one of my playlists
so
too. And when it comes on, I'm like, it's not a skip on the playlist. It's not a skip.
Oh hell no!
It's just
so good.
driving around my truck, windows down.
Why don't you sing it for me, baby?
No, I don't want to get copyrighted. Because how
Yeah,
good it
he's
will.
too good.
It will sound like
so
I'm Ricky
good.
Martin.
Bo is so good at singing Ricky Martin.
I have 2 more questions from this batch of questions. Would you rather have to lick every doorknob that you encounter or wear socks made of sandpaper for a month?
Is it licking every doorknob for a month, or like,
Or is
The
it like
rest of
for
your
the rest of time?
I feel like they have to match. So let's say
Okay.
a month.
Oh, easy. I'm looking doorknobs.
I feel like I would just wear the sandpaper because eventually you're gonna
What?
get nice. You're gonna
I feel
get
like it'd make you
nicely,
bleed.
It would hurt. You'd be bleeding.
Nah,
You
dude,
get
it's
nice
free.
and
It's
tough.
free pedicures.
Yeah, it's free. This is I can't think of the word.
When's the last time you felt the
Exfoliation. It's an exfoliation rub. And also,
Exactly.
you didn't say
Okay,
what grit
bleeding
of
is not
sandpaper. We could do
exfoliation.
like 1600
The
grit
hardest
sandpaper.
grit.
So
7 grit.
Oh, I mean, I'm gonna have the smoothest feet in all the land.
yeah.
I'm going to lick every doorknob that I can find.
And at the end of this month, I'll have perfect feet, and you'll have herpes.
You won't be able to walk.
You'll have Noro. I feel like I could lick every doorknob for a month because I could just not leave my house. And
Okay.
if it's my doorknob and I'm the only one touching it, like
Well,
people
you could
don't
also
come
not
over.
live. You could also not leave your house with the sandpaper feet though too,
Mm-hmm.
and just crawl everywhere.
I don't want sandpaper on my feet.
I don't either. I'm still on the doorknob train.
Little splitsy there.
Plus, I already had COVID, so I'm immune.
Oh, so you're immune now. Great. Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's no other diseases that you could get.
No.
You're just
So
gonna,
just hand
your
stuff.
entire lip is just going to be a cold sore.
See, I gotta go sandpaper for one reason, and you like you said, it's the diseases. Because if I get a disease and I
Bo,
can't,
you've had COVID more than anyone I know,
I know that's the thing,
and you're very good at it.
I know.
You could get it again.
I'm good at attracting diseases, but now if it gets too bad, too worse, and I need some vaccines for it, there's a problem. Death. So
Yeah.
I can't go willy nilly licking doorknobs as much as I want to.
Okay.
And don't step on any rusty nails.
Oh, I gotta watch out for those. See,
He's
my
got
life
so
is
many in his
It's
house.
a major problem.
That's why I stopped giving up on life and just kind of stopped being carefree. Because if anything can kill me, anything. So
I mean, if the thing's going to kill you or the treatment's going to kill you, you might as well just do it.
I don't want to.
okay.
Did you just tell Bo to kill himself?
I think so. I think that was probably the most
It's like a
polite
roundabout way of
I've been
saying it.
told to kill myself.
I'm just saying, live your life to the fullest.
Like Bo. You know what she's trying to say.
Okay, last one. If you could have a conversation with any inanimate object, which would you choose and what would you talk about?
My toilet, and ask him how it is.
What would you ask your toilet?
How long can I talk to it?
Let's say an hour.
Over the course of 1 hour, or spread out? Like I have a time, like when you make a chess move and you hit the button.
Yeah, you start the timer, you can talk to your toilet, you can talk to it for an hour, and then it's back to nothing.
I feel like a toilet has a lot of wisdom.
Tomorrow? Can I talk it tomorrow too?
No, it's just today for 1 hour.
Oh fuck. Okay, I'm taking an hour-long dump and I'm having a good conversation with the
I
toilet.
don't think you don't need the dump. You could just
I guess I could sit next to it, but I mean, what's the point of being in the bathroom if I'm not gonna, take a poop?
you start with the poop, and then when you're done, you kind of just sit across.
I
the
don't-
room.
I don't think you're supposed to sit on the toilet for that long. I think that's bad for your
Yeah, that's what I'm
pelvic
saying.
floor.
Like you can still hang out there, just like go to the back.
It's like laying on the floor. Like, what are you thinking about?
Hey, buddy.
It's interesting that your immediate go-to was toilet.
I just went to the bathroom right before this, so that's the only thing I could think of.
Listen, I also did, and I didn't think of the toilet.
What did you think of, Zach?
Well, I was thinking we've got a lot of really old stuff in the house, and it'd be interesting to talk to it about what kind of things it has seen.
Oh!
Like
I
we've
changed
got
my answer.
this. Okay.
I want to talk to Zach's speaker shirt and want to
He
know the
doesn't have
real
that.
reactions
Oh,
that
it
it
does
got.
not exist anymore.
I'll find it.
Yeah.
We've got an old chair that I have. I'd ask it what the most memorable farts into it have been.
See, farts. That's essentially a fucking toilet.
I was along the same lines of you, Zach. We have a very old clock. And I think that'd be interesting to be like, what kind of places have you been?
What time were the best farts?
What was it like in the past? You know?
Yeah, what was it like being a clock in 1929?
Whom have you timed?
Also, I feel like talking to my car would be kind of fun.
I also want to talk to Zach's car.
I feel like talking to your car would be like talking to a dog. It'd be like, let's go, come on.
I would like to talk to my car to see how it's feeling. If there's any issues that I like,
Yeah,
need
be
to
like,
know
how are you
about.
feeling? Do you have any pain in your body?
You want to go
Do
for
you
a
have
drive?
the oil?
You wanna
I'm
go for a
sorry I
drive?
haven't changed your oil as often as maybe I should, but I do it.
Sorry,
when
I hit
need
that
to.
curb a bunch of
Oh,
times.
that was totally my bad.
in front of my
do you
own
feel like
house.
there's anything expensive
Am
wrong with you
I-
right now?
Am I better than your previous owner? That kind of stuff.
Sorry, I farted in you so much. It's a toilet. Okay, talk to something that you haven't farted in or on. Couch, no.
No.
Why is this so hard to think?
Something that you
House?
haven't
No.
farted in or on.
Farted inside of it.
There's a lot of things outside I haven't farted on. Wait, that's not true.
Clothes?
like-
no.
Yeah, like like your shirts.
Shirt? I mean, okay.
Hey, it's secondhand
Hats?
fart from it.
My toaster. I've never farted in or on
There
my
you go.
toaster.
There you go. Now we're thinking. Now we're
Like most
getting
kitchen
outside of the fart
appliances.
box.
I farted around them, just not on them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
there's no
different.
explicit fart on toilet. Or it's fine. I get stuck. Toilets on the brain. Fart on toaster.
Like I've never opened the toaster oven and let one rip.
Well, now I'm going to do that.
Okay, Bo, go fart in your toaster, and then you can't talk to it anymore.
I'll wait till she's making bagels. I'm just going to open the toaster and fart.
Kind of. Like you
Why'd
wouldn't
you do
understand.
that? It's part of a bit for the podcast.
Like,
I can report back.
but that's you're standing in there. She's making bagel, and you just grab it. You fart into it. Then she goes, "Why did you do that?" And you go, "Now I can't talk to it anymore." And you leave, and you say nothing else.
And just walk out. Gotta go to work.
And we got so far off of this question. I think car's a good answer.
Car
Yeah.
is a good answer.
I
was
think
thinking
one
about
of
that.
our antiques. That's what I'm gonna go with.
Yeah.
Yeah, something very old that has a story, but not like a boring story,
I'm not anything old here. I mean, if I want to talk to something old, I'll talk to my grandma. But
or like a pirate ship.
Oh, we could
Like a
talk to
real
the house
pirate ship.
itself.
that's true.
Oh, a pirate ship. That'd be cool.
Pirate ship would be dope. Be like, tell me
don't
all
like-
about your sea shanties.
I would talk to my tree outside because he's lived a long life. He's been here since day one.
That would be cool. Yeah.
Yeah, that would be cool.
And then I'd ask him to give me stuff.
Go to the
What?
redwood forest in San
He's become
Francisco
the giving tree.
and just listen. No, that'd be like listening to the Ents in Lord of the Rings. They talk really slow and they probably wouldn't have much to say because they'd be like, "Well, there was
Or
a whole bunch of nothing."
It turns out that their mouth is at the top of the tree, and so you'd be like,
can't hear
"What?
it. You gotta climb. You gotta earn
What?"
it.
I grab my ladder out. All right, I can talk to you now. I ran out of time because I had to go get a ladder.
Yeah.
They'd be mad that we refer to that as the crotch when they refer to that as the mouth. And they'd be like, call those crotch mouth.
Thanks for all the maple syrup. They're like, that you're eating that? That's our
Oh, it's like you're playing with the trunk of the tree. He's like, that's my penis.
Zach, would you want to talk to the bullet we found in our sink?
Oh my
What?
God. I would want to talk to the bullet that we found in the sink.
What?
We found a bullet in in the sink of our first apartment that we ever had together.
How is this the first time hearing about this?
I don't think it is.
I don't know, but yeah, I was like, "What? The drain in the sink like sucks." So like we tried to Drano it, we did whatever, and Zach was like, "Okay, I'm just gonna like open the trap and like see what's up in there," and he found a bullet.
Was it fired? Like, was it out of the chamber?
No, it was in the chamber. It was not. It was like the whole round. It was the bullet
Or
inside the
casing or whatever it's called? Yeah.
And I had to like actually reach into like it was like so deep into the trap. I had to get it out with like one of those really long reacher grabber things after even like unscrewing it and like getting into it. It was wild. We talked to our
Where is
downstairs
it?
neighbors, and they said that the people who lived there, like the person before us, like two tenants before us, was doing a lot like reloading.
Gunplay?
They had
Oh.
like ran they like had an ammo press and all that shit, and I guess they did it in the bathroom. And sometimes bullets just went down the sink.
At one point, a bullet got in the sink.
Story.
Yeah.
I guess that's what the bullet
like
would tell you. It would be
It's like a 9mm bullet.
But I want to
too.
confirm
It's
if that's true.
Yeah,
I got
and
taken.
it's-
Like Yosemite Sam was, messing with me in this apartment.
and it's in our bathroom. We keep
It's
it
in
in
our
our
bathroom.
bathroom. It's moved.
It's our
with us
sink
every time
bullet.
we move.
Okay, good. That was my follow-up question. Is where is it?
If we ever start like a punk band, I feel like Sink Bullet is a really good name.
That's pretty good.
That's
I
really
listened to
good.
that.
That's it.
When Rock Band 4 came out, we started a rock band and we named it Sink Bullet.
Oh yeah, Sink Bullet.
Oh,
Sink
so it's
Bullet.
already,
Now you can't
it's
use
already
it.
used
Yeah.
name. Yeah, that's a
Copyrighted. Now Rock Band owns it. Oh man, Ash, do you have any more?
Those were all from the first batch of questions that I asked it.
Okay, I'm gonna take over here. I just typed in, give me hilarious philosophy questions, and I have not proofread any of these. So let's go. I'm gonna just randomly pick one.
I mean, scan them with your eyes and pick a good one.
No. Number 10, it gave me the cosmic significance of a duck with a mustache. If a duck wears a mustache,
I'm sorry, what?
if a duck wears a mustache, does it become a philosopher or just a very dapper waterfowl?
It's just a very dapper waterfowl, unless the
Yeah.
mustache also
I'm not
has
sure what having
intelligence.
a mustache has to do with any of this.
I don't
Like
know.
if the mustache imbues upon you the human mind, and then the duck is interested in philosophy, then sure.
But, counterpoint, however, comma, have you ever either gotten a mustache or, Ash, in your case, worn a fake mustache or maybe a milk mustache and felt superior to everyone else?
No.
Yeah, me either.
I just Googled duck with a mustache, and I think that everybody should do that.
Okay, on it.
Just everybody Google duck with a mustache. There's a very interesting question of where would the duck wear the mustache?
It looks
On the top of its beak, on the very tip of its beak, below
Oh.
its nostrils on the beak,
Well, think about like your nostrils. It's normally on the human side.
just under the nostril.
It's under
Yeah,
the
it would be
nostril.
2 or
So I
3.
feel like it would definitely be below
Yeah.
the nostril.
So I think 3.
More on the beak.
I would put it at 2.
That's farther down for those not looking at this picture.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Zach, when
Right at
you
the tip of
do
the
the
bill.
teaser for this episode, I'm going to need you to post this photo that I just sent. For those listening, you're going to have to check the Instagram to see what this photo is. It's great. I'm not going to explain it. Okay, let's move on to another question then, because that was weird. Pick a number between 1 and 9, please.
8.
Nice.
Nice.
That was- look at you. You're on the same. You're on the same. You're on the same.
Look at us.
same.
End the podcast. End it. There's no, you don't need to continue no
All
more.
right, see you later. Number 8, the ethics of sneezing. Is it morally wrong to bless someone who sneezes in a virtual reality simulation? What?
Is it morally
mean?
wrong? No?
Why does it have
What
to
is
be
that?
Why does it have to be in a virtual reality
Are you
situation?
not allowed to sneeze in virtual reality?
Now, I prefer to say Gesundheit when people sneeze because it's secular.
Okay.
We don't have to bring
Okay,
religion
we're-
into
I
this.
prefer to say- How dare you?
You're like, get your shit face out of my face.
Shut the fuck up. Don't do that again,
Yeah.
please.
Ew.
Ew. Oh, God.
Okay, I'm gonna pick another one.
Cover your nose.
Pick between 1 and 9, but don't pick 8.
3,
8.
3.
Fuck.
The Zen of
which
pizza.
is half of 8.
If a pizza is sliced into 12 slices, but there are only 10 commandments, does that mean we have to invent 2 more just to maintain cosmic balance? These are dumb. These are so
awful
stupid.
questions.
I don't even know what they're like. I'm gonna
That
make
doesn't
a
even
redo
mean
this.
anything. Why are the number of commandments
Yeah.
related in any way to the what?
Oh, these are
you
all
using?
terrible. ChatGPT has gone downhill. This one says, "Can you ever truly finish eating a taco, or do you just stop when you're full?" That's what eating is.
Yeah, sometimes the taco
That's
runs
called
out.
eating. This fucking computer's like trying to be a 14-year-old philosopher.
It's really Jaden Smithing it.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? In my second batch of questions, I asked, so the first one I said, give me buck wild philosophy questions. And then to follow up, I said, get even wilder with it. So it said, sure, it's getting wilder. And one of them was, if you could communicate with trees, what do you think they would say about the state of the world? Which is funny because we talked
Probably
about
say,
talking
hey,
to trees.
it kind of sucks now. It's less good for trees
or would
than
they
it used to be.
say, more carbon dioxide?
Maybe.
Num, 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 num.
Don't they like that?
Dum, dum,
Yummy.
dum, dum, dum. Yeah, I typed in the same. I typed in, give me some buck wild philosophy questions, and it just gave me like, what if reality is just a collective dream, and when we sleep, we awaken to a higher level of existence?
That's Jaden Smith. Jaden Smith is
Wow.
working here.
Okay, here's one. If you could attend a concert performed by a symphony of household appliances, which appliances would play which instruments?
Oh, you could tell the pots and pans are going to play the drums because they're pots and pans.
They're gonna be percussion.
Yes.
What would the smoke alarm do?
Triangle.
Synth.
Oh, synth.
Yeah.
I could see that.
Is synth usually part of an orchestra? I guess it is now.
It can be.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah.
If you're at a laser show.
Yeah, this is our own orchestra.
I feel like the
Bull
washer
sync.
and dryer
Simpler.
would be the bass section. I think the dryer would be the tuba, and the washer would be the trombone.
The cheese grater is the washboard. We're also adding washboards to this. We're doing
Yeah.
folky.
That's part of a percussion section.
Oh, there we go.
Who would be the trumpeter?
Me.
It
I'm part
has
of the
to be an appliance that is flashy, right? Is like loud and like you recognize it. The
A
microwave.
vacuum?
I feel like a vacuum is the saxophones.
Oh yeah, that's so true.
I'm just berating chat. I said these are really stupid to Chat GPT, and they're trying again, and it's really bad. And I just said do better, and they're trying again, and they're just getting worse.
What would be the
Oh.
like flutes and clarinets, the woodwinds?
Blenders.
The air conditioner
A blender totally would be a clarinet.
because it blows air.
Oh, a hand mixer. I feel like that's a flute. I don't know why. I feel it in my bones. If you were tasked with creating a new holiday, what would it celebrate and how would people observe it?
Let me tell you. Like best holiday. I can already give you the date of it too. You already know the date. Zach remembers the date, right, Zach?
Yes, it
Okay.
is.
Don't announce it.
Okay.
But anyway, I'm just glad you know now and remember it. But that
It's
would be
July
called
17th.
Yep, it would be called Bow Day. You celebrate
it's-
Bow. There's Mother's Day, Father's Day, now there's Bow's Day. And no work. You're welcome. It falls on a Monday, so it's always a 3-day weekend. You're welcome. It's the second Monday of May. So you're welcome. And people will be fond and remember of it because you get the day off and they'll be happy. They're like, thank you, Bo. And you have to sing the Pledge of Allegiance, but it's I pledge allegiance to Bo of the United States of Bo, to which Bo stands, one nation,
Under Bo.
indivisible,
In Bo visible.
in Bo visible, with liberty and Bo for all. You're good. You get paid too. Full day pay, no half pay.
Oh, Bo, can you see from the Bo's early Bo?
I want my holiday to be self-reflection day, and everyone has to observe it by doing an interpretive dance based on how they're feeling in their life at that moment. And also
Oh.
you get the day off of work and you get full pay.
Yeah, it's Mental Health Day, and everyone just gets the day off of work, and it's whatever day I don't want to go to work every year.
And it's every single day. It's 365. Andrew?
Mine is called Binge Friday. It's one Friday off. Do I only get one a year?
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
holiday.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
the holidays.
Tell you what, you get to choose which Friday.
Ooh,
But it's only
personal.
one.
Love that.
It's a personal holiday. It's called Binge Friday, and you are to go get all of your favorite foods, and you must get a stupid amount of your favorite foods. And if you don't, then I come to your house and slap you.
I can
And you have to
see.
eat all of it.
That's gonna be a long, like, you're gonna be traveling constantly to keep
You
up.
know
I
with
can
what?
that.
see a high
worth it.
death count for this holiday.
And it's just like, it's like everyone gets a cheat day, like where you just go way too fucking hard. We all
Yeah,
had
but
those
someone's gonna
days
be
before.
like, okay, it's time for a mountain of cocaine.
Is that food? That's not
It's a
food.
holiday. Hey, it's ingested.
It's my
I thought
day
you-
off.
Yeah.
It's ingested.
No, food.
I mean, I
Food
also
day.
think that somebody would eat enough cheeseburgers that they would die.
Mm.
You know, if you're at that point, it's your time.
How many cheeseburgers could you actually eat in a row?
What are we talking? Like
Yeah, that's the question. How big
Like
are
how
they?
big? How big are
We do
they? Like,
McDonald's?
Is
give
it
me
like a
give me
dollar menu
give me a
one or
base.
like
we do
like
we do McDonald's burgers. What
No,
are we
no, no.
doing?
Let's say real like it's just a restaurant style
a restaurant
third
like
pound. It's pretty big, but it doesn't have like a shitload of stuff on it. Just a straight cheeseburger with a little bit of toppings on it.
What if I don't want toppings?
That's fine.
I just want cheese.
That's acceptable.
Just give me some cheese
How
and
many?
ketchup.
How many of those fuckers could you eat?
I
in
could
one sitting?
probably do. I would push through 3, 2 the max for sure. Maybe a little bit of 3.
Can I work out beforehand?
Yeah, you
yeah,
can.
I mean you can do whatever you want.
Like,
Right?
I'm trying to maximize my intake, right?
I could do 2 1/4.
I could probably do like 5 to 10 depending on the workout. I did
No.
beforehand.
No
100%.
No,
That much
no.
bread? Are
watch
you
me?
kidding?
No.
Do you want to watch
Yes,
me?
I do. I do.
Yeah, because like when I was younger, I ate.
And this economy with the price of beef these days. That's
When I was in college, I ate a 9-patty burger, but I feel like I don't think I'd be able to eat 9 cheeseburgers because that bread.
because it's
adds
just
a
one
lot.
bun. Yeah, it's the bun. I think that gets
I
you.
did eat a 10x10 from In-N-Out once, and it was great.
Same.
Mhm.
It was great.
That's awful. I don't know why you would make the worker make that.
It was a bet,
I paid for it.
and
Not me. This is me. It's for situations.
yeah, the person who bet us paid for it, and it was me and Evan. And it was actually, that's a funny story. Me and Evan, for some reason, our old work, they made us do food challenges all the time, but it was only me and Evan. I don't,
Because they knew you would do it.
They're hazing the shit out of you.
Make sense. It was weird. It was a bunch of dudes who we all worked with, and they're like, hey, bet you can't eat that. And me and Evan were like, okay. And we would do it. We were essentially monkeys in their circus.
And then you would take a 6-hour nap.
Yeah. So the one time they made us do 10x10s, I ate mine in about 30 minutes, over the course of 30 minutes. And then I fell asleep under my desk, and I got paid for the rest of the day, which was cool. And then Evan ate, I think it was like 6 to 8 patties in like 5 hours, and he did not finish it.
If you're going to eat that volume, you have to do it fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, we also did the 50 McNugget challenge. I guess, I don't know if I say it, that's like a thing. I think they made it up, obviously. And
I don't think that's a thing.
I think
mean, if they
and
challenge
Evan
you to
got
eat 50
through it.
McNuggets, then that's the 50 McNugget challenge, baby.
It's true.
It becomes a challenge as soon as someone is challenged to do it.
I could
That's
eat
how
50. I think I could eat
challenges
50 McNuggets.
Okay, let me
think
tell
I can do that too.
you. Me and Evan got through it, but immediately after, like, timer, boom, done. Your body is like, get this out
Get
of me.
it out of me, yeah.
Immediately. So we
I
went
can see
outside and we
that.
threw up.
I'm more impressed with Evan doing it. Evan's a little tiny boy. And
I can't remember if he finished it or not, but I think he got close if he did.
I'm still impressed. Even if he got to 40, I'm impressed with Evan doing 40 nuggets.
Yeah. He's not very tall, but you know what? He's got heart.
He's got heart, kid.
His heart's a little slower after eating that, but
Yeah, he's still got heart. It's just not fully functional no more.
it's a little
he's got it.
little clogged.
He's got-
Okay, so at ChatGPT, I kept berating it until I just it ended up giving me would you rathers, and I think this is actually a pretty good one. Would you rather have a personal assistant who can anticipate your every need, but they're a robot who is slowly taking over your life, or have a clone of yourself who can do all of your chores and work, but they're constantly trying to replace you?
You said the first one like it was a bad thing. I
That's
would
true.
love to have a robot companion that took over my life. If it murdered me at the end, that's even better.
Yes.
Oh, I'm
yes,
done. Yeah,
exactly.
Easy.
I don't have to worry about it. This is what people, okay, when people talk about AI, I don't want AI to take artists' jobs. I want AI to do everything else. Vacuum my floor.
Yeah,
Mow my
optimize
lawn.
my cleaning schedule.
That's what I want. Make my life easier. Don't make artists' lives harder by taking their jobs away.
I also don't want to clone because I don't want to look at myself that much.
I don't know. 2 bows.
Could you
2
imagine?
bows.
Could the world
One
handle such a
bow.
thing?
I don't know if it can.
We'd fight.
They would fight. They would fight
kill each
immediately. Like,
other.
they would lock eyes immediately, and without even saying a word, of being in the same room for 3 milliseconds, they would start throwing hands.
It's just
It was like the Mahler twins.
It's like fucking like the giant chicken and Family Guy. We just look at each other
Yeah.
and it's fucking on site, dude.
You know, both of them are saying there can only be one.
Yeah,
And
but I
both
also
of
think
them are
that
trying to
you
go
would
for it.
both-
Fucking wise too. The
You
whole
you
time.
would fight each other, yeah, until you got tired, and then you'd start making jokes, and then you're just buddy hanging out with each other.
Yeah, but the fight would still come back eventually.
The fight would come back.
Yeah,
once
it's
a month
cyclical,
we'd fight.
you know?
Yeah, because then we'd just go our separate ways. We'd get a beer or something. And like, all right, I'll see you later, bro. But he's like, all right, bye, Bo.
Oh,
And,
especially if the bows get drunk, then it's really on.
it's either super good time or super fighty time. There's no in between. I choose to clone.
Oh, here's
What
one
about you, Zach?
specifically for Zach. Oh, I thought Zach said the first one. Sorry, go ahead, Zach.
I mean, I would go with the clone. No, I would go with the robot. Yeah, the robot. Give me the robot.
Why?
Because I would rather have a robot than a clone.
I want a fun little robot friend. I don't care if he's evil. I still love him.
There's both of them are still trying to take over you, right? At the end, you could still just bow out. At the end, you're bowing out. You're done. Let Clone Bo take over my life. Let Robo-Bo take over my life. I don't care.
Robobo has a good ring to it.
Robo.
He's shaped like a rowboat.
Robocop.
Hey.
Why did you say that?
Why did you say that?
Don't say it 2 more
We're
times.
so
Do not
close
say
to
it
the
2
end.
more times.
Hey, Zach.
Yes.
If you lived in a parallel universe where everything was made out of candy, what would your house be made of, and how would you prevent ants from invading?
Oh, that's a really good question. I think that my house would be made out of, what are they made? What are they? They're like those candy, they're like Smarties, but they're shaped like Lego bricks. You can build stuff out of them. And that would be what my house is made out of. And I would prevent ants. You know what? I wouldn't. I'd just live with the ants. I would become king of the ants.
Oh God, that sounds awful.
I welcome the ants.
I'll give the ants presents. I'll learn how to speak with the ants, and I will
become Ant-Man.
That question was specifically for Zach because Zach has said on multiple occasions, 1, how much he hates being sticky, but 2, how much he hates every candy level in every video game.
Yeah.
I hate candy
because
levels
it's
in video
sticky.
games. That's what I'm trying to think. That I feel like those candy Lego bricks they're not that sticky because they're like hard and powdery.
What about when it rains?
It pours.
Well, then I would just move
Fair enough.
Okay.
To another candy house.
If you could have a conversation with the concept of time, what would you ask it?
One more time, please.
Hey, what the fuck?
What time is it?
If you could have a conversation with the concept of time, what would you ask it?
Why do you always win?
What time is it?
Why do you always win? They
Where
say
did you
time
come
always
from?
wins. Where did you go?
I don't know where time
Cotton
came
Eye
from.
Joe.
Is the butterfly... Ooh, where did you come from? That's good.
Where did you
Is
go?
the butterfly effect real?
Where did you come from?
Did Ashton Kutcher do a good job portraying how
Cotton
time
Time
works in the
Joe.
butterfly effect?
Yeah, like how would time travel work? Does it work like in the butterfly effect? Does it work like in Back to the Future where it takes time for changes to ripple forward? Does it work like in I can't think of any other movies with time travel. Does it work with like in Avengers where every time you do something it makes a parallel universe that then something will prune and destroy that universe? Does it work like
Oh my god. This is never going to end, is
Time
it?
Machine, a bunch of guys get drunk and do drugs and they fall in a time machine made by a Russian energy drink. Does that work?
Yeah, exactly. Does it work like in Terminator, where there are certain events that are always going to happen
Oh, God.
regardless, and if you try and make it not happen, it just means it'll happen later with some different method, like Judgment Day?
Hey, Bo, can you do me a favor?
Yeah, what's up?
Can you ask me the butterfly effect question again?
Yeah, what's your favorite movie and why is it the butterfly effect?
Oh, Father Time here.
Ah, he's here.
Let me tell you, that movie is perfect.
I knew it.
What
It's
part of
never
the movie?
been
The part where the
more
time travel works in
perfect.
one way, or the time where the time travel works in a different way? Because it has inconsistent rules.
Because Father Time says so. It's
See?
the best movie of all time.
See,
Mm.
You know what the worst movie is, though? RoboCop.
I
There's
also
not even
agree.
any time. Hey, can I kill Father Time?
I don't think so.
Maybe.
You can ask him.
You try hard enough, you can kill anything.
Do you have a weakness? What if I
But
shoot you
the
in the
weakness
head?
is chocolate chip cookies
Oh, I think
because he's type 2
lying.
diabetic.
and bullets, specifically sync bullets.
Because he's diabetic.
More like time-abetic. I don't know. No. Hate that.
Yeah. Don't edit it. Keep it live.
Hey, really quick, would you rather be able to speak all languages fluently, but you can only communicate through interpretive dance, or be able to play every musical instrument perfectly, but you can only play polka music?
Honestly, I don't have a problem with polka music.
I'm a
know,
polka
it
master now.
slaps.
I'm a polka guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're going to be the polka god.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking to people. I'm just talking to people. It'd be cool.
You can't talk to anyone. You have to dance.
You have
That's
to
fine.
dance.
Mm.
So I'm dance talking, right? So I speak in Spanish. My arms are in the air. Like they just don't care.
No, you're
I
not
had to.
speaking.
You can understand it, but it says you can only communicate in interpretive dance.
Ow.
And not ASL. That doesn't count.
Well, I guess polka
But
me
what
up,
if you're
baby.
what if you're doing ASL to a beat?
You still have to dance. But polka would be cool, but I think it would get old after a while, because if you're the best at something forever, you're going to get bored of it. But the interpretive dance part, I think that would be more fun. People trying to they're
Okay,
like, that's the guy who dances.
Andrew's off the podcast. He can only dance.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna answer real quick.
The problem is that every phone call would have to be a video call, and I hate doing video calls.
Oh my, that would be amazing! If I worked with someone like that, I would give them my paychecks. I would give them all of my
I hate
paychecks.
You'd be
video
like,
calls
did you
so
did you
much.
do those
I'll be
reports?
like, all right, get the reports done there, Dave, and he's just like,
Does that mean yes or no?
you have to figure it out. Oh my god, I would love that. You just hear his feet shuffling, like.
and you would never know what was going on.
Oh, I want that so bad. But I want to be
Zach-
that guy.
You had a question?
Is knowledge a burden or a gift? And are we truly better off knowing the mysteries of the universe, or should
Oh,
we remain
God.
blissfully ignorant?
We don't know the mysteries of the universe.
First
is
of
the
all,
thing.
I
This-
live my life
yeah.
blissfully ignorant, so
Yeah, if this podcast has taught us anything,
My answer to that is stuff can be two things. It is both a blessing and a curse.
I
Yeah.
am stealing that answer as my own.
I asked it to give me a question that no one's ever asked before.
oh,
If you could have a pocket dimension inside of your belly button, what would you keep inside it and how would you access it?
another
Pizza.
dimension.
It's like a bag of holding. Honestly, I'd keep everything in there. Cheese,
A bag of Ugh.
coins.
That's ugh.
Who's hungry? You just
Why do you have coins and cheese in there? You're
Yeah,
gonna eat
like
the
those
cheese
two
that has
things
coins all over
together.
it?
Are they separate?
You just
Little
Are they
pull-
compartments?
touching each other?
Yeah, you know, you
I don't
don't
want
just
cheese
put
that tastes like
cheese. You don't
pennies.
just put cheese in it. You put it like in a Ziploc first.
Oh, okay. So like when you need to
didn't
find
specify
something,
that.
do you have to just like dig around in there until you find
Yeah,
it?
just rummage around inside your navel
How would you access it?
you
by
you just-
sticking your
Yeah.
hand in there.
How would there be an inventory system? I'm curious how that would work.
So, like-
you'd
like
feel
you would
full.
just-
Like the Dewey Decimal System of your belly button.
It's like you would just put your fist up against your belly button and it would just like phase in there.
It's just like,
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, kind of like
I-
as you get closer, like your hand starts getting a little tinier because it fits right through, and then
Mhm.
you're able
Oh.
to open up.
So the hand gets tiny, or
Oh, you know what I would keep in there? Fucking peppermints, dude. Because like throughout the day, you're just like, I could use a peppermint.
I know.
Look at that.
hold on.
I got
I
a
have
You
peppermint.
have an
I have never
infinite.
said that.
You,
I've never said that in my life. Oh, I could use a peppermint right now.
you have an infinite bag of holding on your person, and you choose peppermints.
Well, it has to be something that you would have access to an infinite amount of anyway.
I would steal
right?
so many cars.
Money,
And peppermints
I would
are
just-
cheap.
I would just rub my belly against cars.
people I hate.
Yeah, what kind of worse side of hell? This is living in your belly button.
Oh God.
You go
What
in there
is
till you
what is the
behave.
perception of time inside a bag of holding like?
Oh, Father Time here.
yeah, is it suspended in limbo or does it continue normally? I don't know.
Is it like
It's
the-
pretty
is
much
it
like Ashton Kutcher when he was in the Butterfly Effect.
Why
That
is it
doesn't
Sean
make any
Connery?
sense. You're just
How does
saying
that
I
things.
don't
You
know.
clearly
It's
haven't actually
slowly-
seen the
It's
butterfly
It's
effect.
slowly turning into it. I've never seen the movie.
Yeah.
I assume he was
can
stuck in
tell.
someone's belly button.
No, I can tell because you're an idiot. What I would
Father
do-
Time is no
I forgot where I was going with all of this.
you peppermints. You're peppermints.
Hey, yeah, the peppermints. I don't because peppermints. It's cheap to get a lot of peppermints, and then you can just keep them all in there. And then whenever you need a peppermint throughout the day, boom, peppermint, boom,
So
peppermint.
hold on. If,
Boom,
if you're
peppermint.
if you go into a store and they're selling a bunch of peppermints, you wouldn't just shove them into your belly button, stealing them, because if someone's like, "Yo, you're shoplifting," and you'd be like, lift up your shirt and be like, "No, I'm not," you would pay for them.
I mean, I have a moral system. I live my life by a set of morals. Just because I have
I
an
don't know.
infinite holding space inside my tummy doesn't
Yeah,
mean that doesn't mean that I would all of a sudden lose all of my qualms about stealing.
As we discussed in the previous Buckwild philosophy questions, power corrupts. And
Also,
I feel like that's the kind of power that would corrupt its infinite belly button bag of holding.
I wonder if it would be like the Jaunt, but like even worse. Did you ever read that short story from Stephen King? It's called The Jaunt. It's really good.
It's my favorite short story of all time. But
Oh yeah.
for
Why
the
don't you
people
explain the
For
plot?
the people who haven't read it, go ahead and explain it to them.
No, Bo, I would love for Bo to explain it to us real quick. I've
Alright,
never
so-
heard it before. Bo, tell me all about it.
So this kid discovers that if he reads stuff that happened in his past, he can go back to that certain point in time, right? So, like, he keeps a diary.
Is he telling
for,
the truth
that
right now?
reasons.
No, he's just telling the plot of the Butterfly Effect.
Okay.
But the Jaunt, it's
Is
like
Ashton Kutcher in it?
Yes.
no,
yes.
Oh,
it's
delicious.
about like these people who are about to go on a teleportation
jaunt?
trip. Yeah, and they call it jaunting, like going on a jaunt, and it's like a future where they've invented teleportation. But
sweet.
you have to like get knockout gassed before you get like teleported. And
Oh, it's like Inception.
and there's like this family is going through the teleportation, but the little kid wants to know what it's like to be teleported, so he holds his breath when they give him the knockout gas. And then when they come to their destination, the kid's like eyes are crazy and he's white. His hair is white. And he's like, oh, it takes a lot longer than you think, Dad. It takes a really long time. And he's like starts going crazy because he spent like millions of years in whatever the interspace between teleportations is. It's pretty cool.
Nice.
So peppermints. So would you wait? So that means would your peppermints be 1 million years old when you pull them back out?
Oh, that's a good question. Well, no,
Ugh.
because it's like a
Or suspended animation.
it's a timeless zone. So it's the perception of time, right? So there's no time happening, but you're still like conscious during it. So it would be like you're perceiving millions of years, even though there's no actual time passing inside the belly button.
So if
right?
you put a hot rotisserie chicken in that bad boy, it would come out still
Yeah.
steaming.
Steaming, baby.
It's not
Costco.
that-
Let's go.
It's not that no time passes, it's that null time. It's like the time is null. It's not no time. It's just
You know
time
what?
doesn't exist.
I'm going to Costco and I'm taking all of the rotisserie chickens.
That's what I'm going to Costco. I'm getting all the hot dogs, right? And then I'm gonna invite all my
Dude.
family over for a barbecue.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
and
exactly.
they'll be like, Bo, where's the food? I'm like, here it is. Blah.
Oh, but this is what you
Rips
got to
open
do.
his belly
No, this is
button.
what you got to do. You got to do it Mission Impossible style, where they lower you down over the table,
Yeah. And you just
and then
plop
you just
one out.
open the floodgates.
You go
Dude,
double chunk
okay.
chocolate cookie.
Could you imagine how popular you would be if every place you went in the world, you were the
It's
guy
time
who's like,
for
oh,
hot
hey,
dog."
do you want a rotisserie chicken from Costco?
Pow,
It's
pow,
brand
pow.
fucking
Boom.
new.
I'm like
Hot and
the-
ready.
I'm like the reverse.
You-
Kool-Aid
everyone
man.
would love
Man,
you.
I wish I had a glizzy. Hey, here you go.
Hey, man, you want a glizzy? Don't worry about where it came from. It's delicious.
They could have really used that on the Franklin expedition. Imagine not
Yeah.
having to eat
Oh,
tinned
yeah.
food. You could just pull out a hot rotisserie
Yeah.
chicken anytime you were hungry.
Right out of your
Infinite
fucking belly
glizzies.
button.
Eat a wing, put it back in, no problem.
Ah, delicious. Okay, I want that.
Pull out a
Oh, that's my
crispy
answer.
cold Pepsi. Could you put in a hot chicken and a cold Pepsi?
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
And people you hate.
Don't forget
And
that.
they can't drink it
There's
or eat
a-
it because
there's a
it's
man in
suspended
there.
animation.
You're trying to pull. I'm like, yeah, let me grab it real quick. Oh, that's Jeff. I gotta put him back in. Hold on,
Fuck you, Jeff. Get back in there.
Jeff.
You haven't served your time yet.
Oh man, think of how much money you could save on like luggage fees
Oh wow, yeah. That's a
Now-
good point.
Question:
when you're flying.
If you
No baggage claim
die,
for me.
What happens if you die?
Does everything just automatically expel like when you void your bowels?
It explodes like a whale on the beach.
You're like 90 years old. That person you kept, he's like 30 still or whatever, and like time is like he's been gone for 60
Covered in
years.
just viscous goo.
Jeff comes out. What have I missed? His family's all gone.
What year is it?
He's
He's
lost
surrounded by
everything.
rotisserie chickens and glizzies. He has no idea where he is.
That would be a
Peppermints are
great
raining from the
prank
sky.
as well. Like if you knew you were gonna die, you were like really old, you put like a bunch of firecrackers in there, and then you die, and it's like pow, you know?
I always said that like that's the way I'm going to kill myself is put
Fireworks?
like a bunch of like fill myself somehow with a bunch of confetti and fireworks and then jump off a building so then I can light the fuse on the way down and as soon as I hit the ground, boom, party.
Love it.
Lack of reaction from the other two makes me believe that they also loved it.
That's dark.
Be sick though.
And hilarious.
And people be like, hey, remember when that guy
Mhm.
exploded confetti? That was pretty fucking cool.
How do you do that?
How did he do that? Was it in his belly button hole? Who knows? Well, we are at the hour mark. Does anyone have any
Okay.
questions they need to get out?
No, you guys just took over this one, so I'm all happy for it.
I didn't get any other like really good ones.
I asked it what is the weirdest question I can ask someone on a podcast, and it said, if you were suddenly granted the ability to taste colors, which color do you think would taste the best and why?
I got that question too.
Oh wow, see, it's not even original.
Oh,
AI sucks.
The answer is we have to ask Justin because he was a Marine and
Rah.
Marines notoriously eat crayons.
I'm gonna ask ChatGPT
You're gonna
this
piss
question
off a
and
lot
see
of
what it
Marines.
answers.
Yeah,
No,
what
Marines know
does
that they eat
ChatGPT think
crayons.
the best one? I also got if you could taste emotions, which one would be the best and which one would be the worst. But I think that one's pretty like,
That's
happiness
pretty-
or
I mean,
joy.
happiness.
Like, that'd be great. I also got a few that were like I got a lot that were appliance related. Like if you could do X to your appliance, if you could
Yeah.
talk to it, if it was sentient, if you could blah blah blah. I also got a few that had to do with interpretive dance. Like if there's a unicorn that could only
Weird.
communicate in interpretive dance, what would you like say to it?
Weird. All right, it answered the question. It said, an intriguing question indeed. Well, if I were suddenly blessed with the ability to taste colors, I think I would imagine that the color blue would taste the best. Blue,
Blue
to
raspberry.
me, evokes a sense of calmness and serenity, reminiscent of clear skies and tranquil waters. I would envision its taste as refreshing and invigorating, perhaps akin to a cool breeze on a hot summer day, or the crispness of freshly picked blueberries. There's also something inherently soothing about the color blue, so I imagine its taste would be comforting and satisfying, like a
long is
comforting
this?
hug for
All
the
right,
taste
now,
buds.
Now is Werner.
Are you making this up?
Now is
Of course, this is all
Yeah,
purely
Werner Herzog,
speculative.
Werner Herzog.
as tasting
Werner
colors is
Herzog.
purely
Werner Herzog.
hypothetical for now.
Werner, hey, do it.
Werner Herzog.
But it's a fun thought
No.
experiment to
Oh, fuck
consider
you.
how our
Fuck
perceptions
boo.
of colors
Boo.
might translate into
Black
sensory
boo, Peppermint Man.
experiences if such a fantastical ability were suddenly bestowed upon us. Just yapping. Take 3 paragraphs to answer this question.
Okay. Tell you what, I got a perfect one to end on here.
After you should have ChatGPT give you an outro for the podcast and do an AI generated outro.
I will definitely do that. But perfect ending question here. If you were a cloud, what flavor would your raindrops be?
Strawberry. Everyone loves strawberry. Strawberry
Okay.
raindrops.
Okay.
I feel like mine would taste like
Burritos. I think my mind did tacos or burritos because, the Hispanic side. Makes sense. Checks out.
raspberry
Perfect.
crystal light.
Not peppermints, because you went on a whole spiel about peppermints.
I was just thinking about peppermints because I was just eating peppermint before we started recording.
Huh.
See, and that's why I answered with toilets, because I poop beforehand. And
I
you can't
also poop.
chastise me for that.
So
I didn't, though. So let the record show I did not.
Ash, what about you?
Did I poop or what flavor would my raindrops be?
Both?
Not immediately before is my answer to that one. Flavor of raindrops. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know.
I was thinking about this. If
hey, don't mock my wife, Bo.
Oh, tough guy over the internet. I
your
see.
wife, what is she, property to you? You son of a bitch. That's my sister. Wait, that's saying my sister's like it's property to no,
What is your
so,
property, you son of a bitch?
So
Get your bags, Zach.
if I was a cloud, I would think that I would want to be a refreshing cloud. I think I would want to be delicious, but
Peppermint.
not too like overstimulating.
But not too
So
overbearing, right? Yeah.
Exactly.
That's what
I
that's
think I
where I
would
was
wanna
getting
be-
hung up.
a cucumber mint water flavor raindrop. I think that would be nice. It's a nice
That would be
little,
pretty good.
refreshing
What was
summer
the-
flavor.
Ooh, or maybe like a raspberry lemonade.
Ooh.
Just don't get in your eyes. Just lemon drops hitting people in the face.
What if you get a burrito flavored one in your eyes? Like, what are you supposed to do
My
then?
eyes! There's burritos in my eyes!
Anything that gets in your eyes is irritating, so it doesn't really matter at that point.
Oh, the hot sauce! The hot sauce!
Oh God, do you imagine fucking the Hot Ones XXX or whatever it's called? Death by, murder sauce or whatever?
Death by murder sauce. That's my new punk band name now.
Death by murder sauce.
Mm-hmm.
I guess murder sauce is pretty good.
Yeah, but do the one that the AI did. Do it.
Thanks for tuning in to Get Dumped On, the Info Dump podcast. Remember, life is short, so laugh when you can, love like crazy, and never forget to ponder the important questions, like why do we park in driveways and drive on parkways? Until next time, stay curious and keep the silliness alive.
What was the
I hated
prompt?
that.
What
I
was the
hated
prompt?
saying
Actually,
that.
I really did like it. What was the prompt?
I said, write me a silly podcast outro.
I want to
Now
try
Keep
do
the
it.
silliness
Now
alive.
do it in
Anyway.
a Werner Herzog voice.
Thanks for tuning in to Get Dumped On, the Info Dump podcast. Remember, life is short, so laugh when you can, love like crazy, and never forget to ponder the important questions. Like why do we park in driveways and drive on parkways? Until
Needs
next
some work,
time.
but it's a good
Oh
start.
my god!
I'm trying. Zach's is better than mine.
I've got a long. I asked me to do one. It was pretty long. I asked.
Do it.
Bard.
Do it.
All right, folks. That's all the time we have for today's episode of Podcast Name. Remember, if a rogue narwhal wearing a tutu asks you to join his underwater polka band, politely decline. Those gigs never end well. Host 1. Confused. Wait, why would a Don't question it. Just trust me. Moving on. For more silliness and questionable life advice, be sure to subscribe to Podcast Name wherever you get your podcasts. And if you're feeling generous, leave us a 5-star review and a voice message telling us Your strangest
message.
dream. We might just feature it on the next episode. No promises, though. Some dreams are just nightmare fuel. Hey, laugh. Just kidding. Thanks for joining us. Until next time, stay weird. Music fades out with a goofy sound effect like a simple crash or a sheep bleeding.
Sheep
What the
bleeding?
Bleating. Like, not bleeding. Bleating. BLEATING.
Oh my God, that just got dark.
Oh, well, because you guys just misunderstood me.
Oh my God. I said to make it dumber, so thanks for listening to the Get Dumped On podcast. Keep your socks mismatched, your laughter loud, and your brainwaves wavy. Remember, the early bird gets the worm, but the second mouse gets the cheese. Stay goofy, stay loopy, and we'll catch you on the flip-flop. I want to kill whoever made this. This is so
I told
bad.
it make it dumber. Sound of kazoos playing terribly off-key fades in a helium voice. Well, that's all the brain cells we can muster for today's episode of podcast. Gruff voice. Remember, if you're talking, sports tries to sell you socks for your ears. Tell them to shove it. Ears are listening to this fantastic podcast, not for sock storage.
Is that Uncle Bew?
But what if socks muffles the sounds? Look, don't overthink it. Just say no to socks-eared sporks. Socks-eared sports? Oh, real mature.
Bart is
Of a
unhinged.
script of this.
Anyways.
Yeah, Bart is creating its own fucking universe right now.
Podcast whenever you find
Wow.
podcast. If you find it, look under your couch cushions. It might be hiding with your lost socks. And leave us a review, 5 stars only, or we'll send glitter bombs full of lukewarm oatmeal. Wait.
Glitter bombs
Is
full
it
of
still
lukewarm
going?
oatmeal?
Did you go off script, or is this?
We don't actually have glitter bombs or oatmeal. Shh, don't ruin the surprise. Yelling at gibberish. Thanks for listening. Bye-bye. Kazoo.
Oh my God, what
fades
the
out.
fuck?
That was all one. That was all one.
Oh
No,
my
I told
God.
it to
I
generate
feel
for me
dumber
a
after
super
listening to that.
serious podcast outro.
Okay, but do it as Werner
Werner,
Herzog, or I
yeah,
swear to God.
Deep, solemn music begins to play. Thank you for joining us today on Get Dumped On, an Infodump podcast.
Sound like
As
it's
we
Long Island there for a
conclude our
second.
discussion, we reflect on the profound insights shared and the thought-provoking ideas exchanged.
What would you say to a toilet?
In a world inundated with noise, we strive to be a beacon of contemplation, offering a space for meaningful dialogue and introspection. We hope that today's conversation has sparked curiosity, challenged perspectives, and inspired deeper understanding. I completely lost the accent.
You
Yeah.
never had it, to be honest.
You never
It's
really,
true.
yeah, it never really took off.
As we part ways, let us carry forward the wisdom gained, embracing the complexities of existence with humility and compassion. May we continue to explore the depths of the human experience, seeking truth, connection, and enlightenment. Join us again next time as we venture further into the mysteries of life, guided by curiosity and driven by the pursuit of knowledge.
Why are these all so fucking
Until
long?
then,
I
remember,
know.
in the silence between words, in the spaces
God.
between thoughts, therein lies the essence of our shared humanity. Farewell, dear listeners.
Jeez
until we meet
Louise.
again. Music
All right,
fades
here's-
out, leaving a
here's
moment
mine.
of contemplative
Ash-
silence.
Ash, you got to give us one to save us from whatever the
Here-
fuck that was.
Here's mine. I told it to make it short and for Get Dumped On an Infodump podcast, an outro. That's it for this episode of Get Dumped On an Infodump podcast. We hope you enjoyed today's deep dive. Remember to subscribe wherever you get your podcasts and never miss an episode. Until next time, keep learning and keep getting dumped on.
That sounded too real. I didn't like that.
I asked to do an outro for our podcast.
No, Bo,
about,
Bo, stop it.
About Bo.
I can't take another fucking 3-hour-long montage from 7
But-
different characters.
But this is an outro podcast for a podcast about Bo. You sure?
Oh my God.
All right, give it to
Okay,
me.
do it.
Okay.
Just do
Well,
it.
folks,
How-
another episode
how
of
long is
Bo-
it?
It's pretty long. Bo and Beyond.
No,
Oh,
no,
God.
we're done. We're done. We're cut it. Cut it. Cut it. Cut it. Cut it. Cut it.
Can I tell you can we read the last part, the last line?
Give us cliff notes, yeah.
Thanks for joining us on this beautiful journey. Until next time, keep it weird and maybe a little beautiful. That
They
was
use
it.
beautiful twice in the same
I'm taking
sentence.
this out.
Honestly, a little lazy.
I'm taking this out for real.
okay.
Take us out for real.
Hey, thanks for tuning on to podcast name. Just remember, when life gives you melons, you might be dyslexic.
Wait,
Keep
what?
your toes warm and your pudding cold. Stay out of trouble, but if you can't, make sure you wear a nice hat. See you next time, you magnificent potato.
Your toes warm and your pudding cold?
Yep, you got to think about that one. Well, thanks for listening. Check us out.
But I'm
But what
Instagram,
if I
Get Dumped
don't
On
want my
Podcast,
toes to be that warm?
and getdumpedonpodcast at gmail.com. Until then, stay magnificent, you
Sandpaper
potato.
feet.
You magnificent potatoes. Okay, bye.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye. What if we were AI generated this whole
Oh my God.
time?
Ash and Zach are super smart. They went to college and learned a bunch of stuff. And Bo and Andrew didn't go to college and were able to sidestep mountains of unnecessary debt. What happens when you put them together and you try to make them learn? Well, grab your friends. Let's listen together on Get Dumped On, an info dump podcast.
What if we're all AI?
What if this
Wow.
is a simulation? Wake up, sheeple.
Fucking kill me.
How
Kill me
can
now.
mirrors be real if our eyes aren't real?
Kill me with the mirror. Just fucking smash it over me.